Well, well, well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right. You've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention, because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait. There is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Hey, hello everyone, and welcome, all you Architects of Fate. Tonight, we're going to do a thing called Call Them Criminals, Call Them Crude, Call Them Greedy, but never underestimate them. The galaxy is putting itself together after the horrors of the Dominion War. Old empires are falling and new ones rising. A once stable galaxy is now facing an uncertain future, just like my ability to read. Everything is up in the air right now. The 1,000-year-old Ferengi Alliance is also undergoing seismic shifts with the ascension of Grand Nagus Rom. The old ways of rampant greed and misogyny are giving ways to new paths of equality and shared ambition. These changes have impacted all Ferengi, rich and poor alike. Let's look in on a merry little band of profiteers and their acquaintances to see how these changes are affecting them as we plunge into Star Trek back in business. I really hope my voice is coming through and not doubled up. All right.
Yeah, I heard you.
All right.
Sounded good.
I want to introduce our players in alphabetical order because that's just the way we're going to do things, because otherwise favoritism would cause nothing but backstabbing and scheming among this cast. I want to introduce first Chellapuck, who will be playing, by the way, in this game, everyone's playing two characters, kind of a primary and a secondary, but that's really just a distinction without a difference. You're playing Gorath and Lyra. You want to tell me a couple things about them?
Yeah, Gorath is a music-oriented guy who collects music and collects musical instruments, and has also invented a musical translator that's caused him plenty of trouble. And Lyra is actually is a Danubian, and Lyra is a wife of his, one of his wives, and also a band member, past band member, who just kind of is going along for the experience.
Okay. And what I want to do next is introduce Dave, proper Dave, I think we'll call him, who is playing the Captain Kash Dash, provisional holder of the lease and holder of the bag. You want to tell me a couple of things about Kash Dash?
Yes, sir. Well, Kash Dash is Ferengi, disgraced Ferengi. I'd spent my life trying to get the exotic bug trade, wheeling and dealing on both Ferengar and Ferenginar, the twin planets of the Ferengi. But just when I'd gotten the business off the ground, my sister took it over and booted me out on my bottom. So I took a punitive loan, which may or may not have made the most recent interest payment on. And I'm traveling the stars with nothing but a cargo hold full of beetles and dreams.
Did you have silk, or you were buying silk, weren't you?
I was going to try to sell the beetles as silks on.
Okay, so that was the scam.
Yeah, that until I got betrayed by that little worm.
Right?
Hey, Mr. Goliath, man, welcome. We're going through some cast introductions, and what I want to say is, Supercam, you're running Drevok and Noit. Have you got a couple of things to say about them?
Just because.
Oh, Supercam is silent.
Will not be silenced.
No, let me speak. I must be able to speak.
Yep, I can hear you now. Yes.
There he is.
There I am. Okay, I'll start again.
It was not. We did not miss a lot. There he is.
Okay. All right. So
thank you, good devil.
So Drevok Vex is a Ferengi. He's a smuggler of illegal bodybuilding drugs similar to the 20th century steroids. He was dealing with Orions because he wanted to break into the Orion Syndicate because he was frustrated under the new rules of Grand Nagus Ram on profit. And unfortunately, when you're not an Orion and you do things that make the Orions angry, they can try to kill him. So he is on the lam. He's running from Orion assassins. And he took with him an Orion friend of his who actually was helping him break into the Orion Syndicate underworld. And that's my other character, Noit Atkal, who is an Orion, as I said. And he's also been using some of the bodybuilding enhancing drugs that Drevok has been selling. And so they have hooked onto this crew and are hoping to get their business going again, but fly under the radar of the Orion Syndicate.
Okay. Well, we might not have that happen today, because you guys have given me plenty of good plot hooks. Now, when we last left everyone, if I recall, there was a lot of exciting things happening on the freighter, which I think was the name we all decided on. And Lyra and Drevok were doing some deals. And you know what? That would be a great place to pick up, but I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna totally flip back over to sets I do not have prepared, and I probably should have put this up, or I think I had this up for you guys. We at least have tokens this time. And do we want to catch up with where Noit is? Where Gorath is, because Gorath had gotten no love last session. So I'd like to pick up with Gorath. And you were investigating a music shop, correct?
Correct.
Let me see if I can get the regrouped. Okay. What I'm going to do is I don't have a music shop, which is kind of hilarious because it was the one thing I needed to make sure you had. Let's pretend it is a Cardassian music shop. Okay, and order send to back. Gorath, you go in. You see a music shop. Who wants to take on the role as a proprietor, and who wants to take on the role of either a customer or a musician or an assistant, which is all your choice.
I can do the proprietor.
Okay.
And I'm the guy who's always in there noodling on the guitars, or whatever. I'm noodling on everything. I never buy anything.
Yeah,
Sign.
That's the vibe.
Stairway to Heaven.
Okay, hold on just a second. Can you give me your best noodle look, please? Whoops, hold on.
Oh no, it's got to be like the stank face.
Okay. That's good because Mr. Goliathman will be screenshotting that for later. And what I'm going to do is put this up. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to switch into map mode. Holy cats, all your images shifted correctly. Maybe with the exception of Super Cam, but you know, we know what he looks like. So Gorath, you're in there, and the proprietor, I've got to locate my screen. Star Trek. Come on, where's my slides? Because I've got like way too many windows open right now. But he is not going to be an XB because that would be easy because I have that open right in front of me. Where's Gulp Putin? There he is. Yeah. I've got this is gonna be fun. Okay. Glenn Lathot. Okay, he's, believe it or not, we're just gonna change his name. It's gonna be Lathot. I don't know what noodle guy is gonna be named. Do you have a favorite name? No hurry. But yeah.
Oh. Horge Jerison.
Jerison. Okay, Horge. I don't know if you're just naming things like Star Wars, or is that a real actual human name? I have a human name like humans. Okay.
He's just sort of a guitar kind of guy.
That's what I was thinking. You're heading for. Oh God! All right, now I get it. Thank you.
George Jameson, of course.
A little bit slow tonight. Order group.
I just like the sound, man.
A little bit packlety tonight. Okay. I am smart. Okay, so you come in. The door is, it's going to have the moving doors because nobody uses doorknobs and hinges. And you're just faced with, well, what kind of things do you think are in here? What kind of stuff? What kind of stuff's in your?
I've got everything.
Thank you for your sub.
I've got Balkan liras. I've got strange tambourine-looking things with strings on them from the space hippies. I've got one-stringed guitars built by a man named Adam.
Oh God!
All kinds of great stuff. Forge, have you decided on anything yet? I mean, seriously, man. You've about worn out some of my strings on these things. You should at least buy me my own strings to put back on these instruments.
I don't think that's very fair. It's just for the love of music. I haven't decided on anything.
Well, sooner or later you're going to have to. Oh, greetings, a Denobulan. What brings you to this neck of the space-time continuum?
Ah, my good man. Well, I'm just on a little bit of leave here, and I thought I'd pop in to see what you have. I'm always looking for interesting recordings of music from all over the universe and instruments. I have quite a collection myself.
Oh, I've got a mixtape you might be interested in.
Mixed tape?
It's an archaic term, but I'm analog like that.
That's cool. I can dig.
He likes the hiss.
Yeah, the hiss and the crackle. I like.
It
adds to the ambiance.
That you may be interested in.
What do you have?
I have an Orion 12-string obsidian mandolin.
Nice.
Oh man, you really think he's ready for the 12-string?
Well, he says he's got many instruments and he's a collector. I don't know if he can play it worth a lick. But it's obsidian.
Well, we're going to have to see, aren't we?
And as we Cardassians always say, Nothing is more superior than obsidian things.
Let's
It's a very ordered mandolin.
Is it on display right now, or I want to see it?
No, I have it in a back room.
Bring it out.
He won't even let me play that one, man.
No. It is very, very special.
So is there a chance we can...
Boy, that's a tough choice, just otherness.
Yes, I can take you to see it, but I need to have a deposit in case you leave fingerprints on it. So we're looking at maybe a dozen slips of latinum.
Oh God! You have to actually pay ahead of time. You have to put in a deposit to touch.
Well, it's a deposit to touch because it's so rare. And do you know how hard it is to polish something obsidian?
Oh yeah.
The only people that have been successful at polishing obsidian are the Bajorans, and you, sir, are no Bajoran.
At this point, I pull out my white gloves that I always have on me.
Ah, a true collector.
He is serious,
Photostatic
man.
gloves, no doubt.
All right. Do you want to go into this back room? Who all wants to?
Definitely.
Yeah, and oh God, I forget the name. Harrison. William Henry Harrison.
I think Horde tries to sneak his way in.
Have you got?
But the door is for
slips.
Lethot is wise to my tricks by now, I imagine. This is not the first time I've tried to sneak into the back room. And it just slams on my face.
For you, 20 slips because of all the strings you've broken.
Oh man, I'm going to have to sell 20 mixtapes for that.
Wait, you sell mixtapes?
Well, yeah, I'm not giving this away for free.
I need to actually...
Listen to this.
You're doing that on the one string, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I can do with one string what he could do with 12.
Okay, here's a good one. Okay, I just was trying to find a set for you guys. And Gorath, as you walk in with Lethot, boom. Well, no, I was dragging characters, man. Come on, man. Why can't I'm thwarted again by? Yep. Let me see. Yep. And in theory, I've actually put those up in the Scrolly chat too. Yeah. Thanks, Just Otherness. We're gonna have to figure that out. Yeah, you guys are going to have to compete for now most bizarre. So, let me see. Yeah, that should have, you should have pulled that up. That was, unless that's, oh, that's why. Okay, give me just a minute. I've got a file open. Prompts. Where's the redeems? Give me just a second to change a source. Pending redeems. You are in pictures, back in business, pending redeems. Sorry guys, I was just a little messed up. Pictures, back in business. Pending redeems? No, it's just redeems. Okay. No. Paste. Oops. Yeah. Oops. Okay, sorry about that. I have a otherness. I got your redeem, and in theory, it should now appear on screen. So hopefully you'll be able to do that. Okay, so yeah, you go into the room. It's very dark. It's very dim, and inside, believe it or not, to no one's shock and surprise at this point, should be some people that you. Hopefully hate.
Do I hate them or do they hate me?
They may hate you.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to say, yeah, these guys. We're just going to put them in there. Boop. The Cardassian football team appears. I thought you can go ahead and be the character I think that you were headed for anyway. Because there's a musical translator that I think you really could be of use.
Yes. Indeed. So, as you can see, I actually have 3 obsidian instruments in this room.
Wow. I'm impressed.
That's
And
better.
there is something you have, because I've been looking for a certain rumored Denobulan music instrument collector. I've heard things over the obsidian radio. And you have a music translator that you invented.
Well, I do. I did invent a musical translator it's beyond anything you might even imagine. It translates sound into perceivable sound and meaning to the listener, so that the emotional connection and the textual connection matches with the music and the feeling for each individual race.
So, for example, if these obsidian instruments of mine were to play a very disturbing song on Bajor, we could perhaps weaken their defenses.
No, it doesn't work like that. It's purely.
But it could possibly be modified by scientists to do such a thing. The finest scientists in the realm of mental torture and anguish. I'm sure we could come up with something. All you must do is give it to us so you can live.
Well, I don't have it with me.
Well, you can
carry it around.
You can take my obsidian instruments with you. You put a deposit down on them.
Actually, I didn't. I just took out my white gloves.
Oh, you did you?
Yeah.
He may have.
Well, you can. I guess you can take my obsidian instruments for free. They'll probably follow you anyway. They're very tapped. Someone comes up to the back room.
The translator is worth much more than 3 fine obsidian instruments. These mandolins are amazing. I'd love to play one, but certainly not a fair trade. Not something I'd be willing to consider.
I think you'll be playing these obsidian instruments of mine for some time, whether you like it or not. We want the translator.
Or just listening at the door.
Yes, Dave. Yeah, hold on just a second. I need to put you outside the door.
Or just listening, just waiting. All right, anytime now they're going to stop talking in innuendo and
do it.
I'll have a real good reason to bust in there and reveal my true identity. He thinks quietly to himself.
Thank God we're in the novelization. We're doing the novelization, so all your inner dialogue is there. Dave's in his costume. He's in his oh gosh, yeah. Hey, yeah, what the crowd wants, the crowd gets.
All right, so I will signal to my 3 obsidian soldiers / instruments to surround Gora. Is it Goran? Gorath. And they will make sure that he doesn't try to get out until he provides us with information for how to acquire his musical translator.
At that point, Horge overrides the door steps in, flashes his Starfleet badge. Is that something?
You want to. You're kind of outside the Federation right now, so at most it's going to just go like a silver bullet.
All right, I flash it really quick then. Really quick, so they can't really see what it is.
How did you get in here?
I've had your override codes for a long time, Lithot. You really think I'm just a lowly mixtape hawker?
And you think I'm a lowly musical store proprietor?
No, I don't. That's why I
used to be a tailor. I used to be a tailor, and I was demoted to this position. After all, tailor is the most important job in Cardassian society.
Fascinating stuff. But I'm going to have to take you in.
I think my friends here have a little something to say about that. Get 'em, boys!
All right. I'm going to...
While they're talking...
the Batman music at this point. Yes.
I really need to start watching Star Trek.
Well, he's...
No, you don't.
Well,
You're doing well. You're doing well.
Okay. Oh, we're doing
Nobody
good.
else is watching
This is more like 60s Batman.
This is 60s Batman. All right, I apologize.
Or some of the more crazy episodes of TOS.
Yes.
All right, what's my? Are we in like initiative?
What we're gonna say is tactical alert, because that's what the other group came up with. Because there is no initiative in Star Trek Adventures, because we all just kumbaya this, which is bullshit. But anyway, Paul, you were gonna say what were you doing while these guys were dialoguing?
I'd like to pull out in my tool belt in my various pockets something in which I can produce a sonic pitch that I happen to know that Cardassians are greatly affected by. If I could make some quick adjustments to...
Oh yeah, you're gonna have there is a sonic device I think you can do. I think because you can do the equivalent of a sonic device of some sort.
Okay.
You can quit complaining about being broke, Mr. Glathman. You need to learn the value of a fate chip. And the value of a fate chip is only if you spend it is it a value. So there you go. Felix was very happy to supply you with that, and he got the command right on the first time. And that's hard with his 3 little fingers. So yes, if you want to do a quick improvisational engineering thing, which I think is totally good, I'm gonna need. I'm gonna take me a toll. It's gonna cost you a couple of momentum, off the get go, or right off the bat. It's gonna require momentum, and I've got to find which one of these momentum windows is yours. There it is. You could either give me threat or momentum. Or spend momentum right now. But it will cost you 2 to go, okay, I've got the device in my hand. Now I'm going to do a thing. So there you go.
Right. So we'll go ahead and do that. So I'll spend two momentum.
Spend them.
Okay. So now we got no momentum.
We'll get them back.
Well, yeah, GM, this is going to be good. Someone's going to be playing the spoons. I think, is that a reference to Dr. 7?
The Spoons?
The Spoons is a Dr. 7 reference, plus a Sonic reference. Choose the form of the destruction.
Good Devil's making threats in the
he's got
chat.
The points to do it, unlike Goliath, man. Don't think about anything, guys. Oh, I've already thought of my form for the Destroyer. And it definitely involves drag queens. So, or anyone from TOS makeup. Basically any TOS makeup artists. The nature of Cardassian makeup. Yeah, spoonheads. Oh, God. Oh, it was even more literal. It was racism. You were talking about spoonheads. Okay, what I need is an engineering and daring combination from you. Because you're just doing it like that. So that's what daring is for. And you're going to engineer the shit out of it. And,
okay.
And then redeem enemy moves. You dick. Yeah, you don't want. I gotta go find Moopsy. Fuck you. Give me a second to actually copy this and put this where it belongs, because now I've got 2 pending redeems. All right, so we've got you've got that. Go ahead and you need 2 successes to kind of just upconvert your sonic probe, which I think even what's his name? O'Brien had one of those too, didn't he? They had sonic devices now. Yeah, that'll allow you to upconvert it, and maybe the room is acoustically balanced, so you could probably like F with the speakers in the room.
Yeah.
Okay. Tricorder would work too, but you don't have one of those.
Okay.
Go ahead, and you just need 2 successes.
Okay, so I'm just rolling 2, right?
You can roll 2, or you can give me threat and roll more.
Let's say I'm gonna go for it.
Just with 2.
Then I get you 2.
Okay.
So
Gotta believe.
I gotta get a 13 or lower.
Okay.
Well, I have a 3 and a 15.
3 and a 13. What was your target?
15. 1-5.
Oh, your target was 1-5. Okay, and did you?
So my target was 13.
Oh.
I rolled a 3
Oh.
and 15.
Okay. What I need to find out is, did you have a focus that might be related to, I don't know, music?
Oh yeah.
So what that will do is it'll.
New forms of music.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, and
it, you know, it ties right in with my musical translator. So
what I'm gonna do is say that was a critical success, which is the 2 momentum you need to make this work.
nice.
Oh, good lord! They just sent Mr. Goliath Man a picture of Moopsy, which is not good. I've got 2. Yeah, the thing is, keep in mind, Moopsy was in an environment that had no weapons, so Moopsy might not be. Moopsy only has like 1 hit point.
It does look very small.
It is very small.
Moopsy doesn't look very powerful.
Yes, until it sucks your bones out. So
Right.
has
But
everybody
you
seen Moopsy?
should be able to fly still.
Oh, have you seen actually what he can do? It's
I just watched the.
Okay. Moopsy the Bone Vampire. Yeah. Don't get excited.
Can I call Moopsy in on my?
You know,
Moopsy's my secret weapon.
I'm going to declare that as a valid move. You have a small ball with you, which because of the way that now everyone understands how dimensions work, this little tiny ball can hold more in it than normal, and you activate it by possibly dropping it on the floor. I'm just gonna say that's an option for you as part of your equipment.
Excellent.
The
Moopsy
ball, yeah, you know, and you could even say, "I really like you, Moopsy," or "Come forth, Moopsy," or some shit like that. I'm gonna really do it. I'm just gonna fucking force you guys to. Oh, I can't even find a good one that's terrible. I really need to look up Starfleet Pokeball. This one will have a badge on it. Pretend it has a badge on it.
Maybe it looks like Badgie.
Or Goodgie.
Yeah, right.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to declare that happens. If you want to do it, it's on your list, so you can unleash the Moopsy whenever you feel the necessary. I choose you, Moopsy. Yeah. Yep.
Excellent.
So I definitely was headed for that small compression ball. It's a stasis ball, so it doesn't remember things. Time doesn't pass for it. It's one of them. Their preservers things before Cameron or GM and the Great Barrier beats me to it. As we all spend time like outdorking each other. All right. So yeah, congratulations on that. So you've initiated a sonic pulse. What I'm going to do is probably roll some stupid dice to see how many of the guards are affected. Give me a chance here. We're gonna roll.
And if Horge is affected,
1d6. Three people are affected. Okay,
Ooh,
so that takes these three out. It leaves Lethot, which you were gonna know that the main villain was gonna survive, make it anyway, right? So what I'm gonna do is put an incapacitation marker on each of these little guys for the moment. I want to know why they never had those helmets again. I really like those helmets. Those weird little shrippy helmets.
they're so protective.
Just that one thing that swings across the very front of your face. It protects the spoon, which does suggest that it is a very vulnerable spot that we're gonna do. So we've got three guards incapacitated. Lethot is he's a little taken aback by what you did, so he's not going to take his turn on initiative. And that leaves George Harrison, who burst in. Your side gets to act now. You can do something with the guards, or you can just run, or you can unleash the Moopsie and close the door.
Jerrison's gonna give him a chance. He's gonna hold up the stasis ball and say, Lethot, I think you and I both know what's going on here. You can either surrender or end up boneless. You're already spineless, but all the rest of your bones.
Well, seeing as how all of my finely tuned obsidian instruments have been incapacitated.
Why are we still doing the instrument thing?
Because
we're all
they are
in here.
my
We all see.
instruments.
It's a thing for you.
Maybe we can just string them up.
I
Got
don't
it.
like I don't like the term minion. I like the term instrument. They are an instrument of your destruction. But unfortunately now they're out of tune.
Ouch.
Okay, all right.
So I will stand down, Federation, but I will not surrender. Is there a chance he can beam himself out?
I say that you're a villain. You get to spend threat, and
Okay.
an emergency transport would be probably change the conditions of the test. It's 2, so you can slurp up 2 threat off the DM.
I will
Is there
burn
any
a couple
chance-
of threat
Sorry.
and push it.
I'm thinking, is there any chance that the my sonic projector might be able to interfere with his transporter?
You got your sonic projector. I'm gonna go not this time. You got the sonic thing to work. It might take more than just trickery.
Gotcha. Right.
I'm sold. I'll surrender.
Never hurts.
It's
Never
not
hurts.
gonna happen. Let me see. We'll save that for later. Let me see. I've got my redeems. I had to figure out where my momentum is. Okay.
Someone will
Drevok
surrender.
4. Well, I already accidentally flipped Moopsie around as an enemy. We didn't say which enemy it was. Whose enemy was it? Well, it's an enemy of everyone with bones. And maybe Horge Jerrison might be the only one that knows what's coming and can handle it. All right, so I think I got all that lassoed up. You will beam out. And do you have a last quip by any chance?
I leave you to your boneless world, Federation.
Damn you, Lethot.
Okay. Yeah, so that was a thing that happened. Did you want to stay in the room with
No, I'm going to go back out to
the
the
room where it happened?
store because it's now an unoccupied store. If I'm
Yeah, pretty
mistaken.
much it's unoccupied.
So I'm going to check out any 5-finger discounts I might be able to
Okay.
take advantage of.
As a former Starfleet officer, scruples go out the window.
Well, hey, you got to survive.
You got to survive. Yeah, I've got it.
Survival is
I am now.
I'm sure that's a rule, right?
It is now. Yeah.
All right, citizen. You've gone through enough troubles for today. You can have one musical instrument as a treat.
One.
How does it? We're still the law.
So I'll peruse what he has, if he has anything of like value that I can detect.
Do you want an interest or a value? So it's a value, right?
I want value.
Okay, there is a harpsichord that weighs about 300 pounds.
No, we could just beam that aboard ship, right?
Yeah, you can put a transport tag on it.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a harpsichord. Put that in your inventory if you're ever writing any of this down. This is a harpsichord that has a little gold plate on the side that says Trelane.
Oh, excellent!
Nice.
Just because you gotta do the fan service
Trelane harpsichord
to make Dave feel like he really doesn't know what's going on. Because
This is like Lower Decks on steroids with the references.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the great thing, but we will put Dominic the Christmas Mule in here sometime. Dave looks like he's about to take the biggest sneeze ever. Yeah, I do like that you're basically given all the memes. This is our fan service. Is basically Dave making meme pieces. All right, and what I'm going to do is you're going to put the transport tag on. Are you going to head back to the ship, or what are you going to do next?
Well, I think what I want to do is I want to check in on Kash Dash.
Okay. You all have communicators. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, because he was alone. He went to that store alone, right?
Well, I went in with Grell.
And you came out without it.
And then Grell came out first. And I'm just standing out. I've like ferreted out his scent, and I'm about to head back to the ship. I think is where we left me.
If I remember right, you did put
that was it.
On
Yeah.
Shoulder when you came in and said, "Hey, you're doing great," and because you decided that you were clever enough to see this coming, and then. I think that you also the opportunist directive. Can you add that to Gorath's list of values, please?
Did I get it now?
You do what you got to do.
Yeah.
That's not already on your list of values. And by the way,
it is now.
It is now. By the way, don't forget your values, your catchphrase, right? You can say, "I'm using a value." And it automatically grants you 2 successes.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody gets what's called a point of determination, which is the thing where you go, I'm using my catchphrase, and then you say, spending my point of determination. It's like inspiration, but with extra steps. Okay. But it forces you to say a catchphrase, and make it count. You just can't be inspired. You have to kind of make it fit your character. This is all what we call forced or coerced role play.
Oh yeah.
Really, we're pretty good on our own, really. But for people that need help, numbers, we're here. All right, you're gonna join back up with the captain, and he's probably walking by as crazy random happenstance occurs. I don't know if I have a street. Let me see. I do have one. Because we have another show, ladies and gentlemen, called Cookie Trek. And Cookie Trek is definitely Lower Decks on steroids. And it has all manner of really goofy... come on. Yeah, there it is. Okay, because we had Space Vegas. And this is what the outside street looks like. Which I didn't want to show you guys in the first place. So imagine it looking like, Circus or something like that. Gorath, copy, boom. My God, you get lost in the background of that thing in a hurry.
Yeah.
It's busy.
It's busy. And Kash Dash. You're there. Okay. So yeah, as you guys, Kash Dash, you're headed somewhere. Gorath, you're meeting up. So I don't know if you've communicated the issues or not. You bump into each other.
Yeah. Kash Dash is just striding down the street, hands behind his back, brow. I think the brow's always furrowed, just sort of genetically, but more furrowed than normal.
Yep.
And I'm just walking around, like chipper as always, and excited to have made a steal of a deal.
That's right.
So Kash Dash. How'd your deal go?
Went pretty shitty, if I do say so myself. That little worm Grell tried to sell me out to the Nassicans.
That's unfortunate. We can't have that.
No, we surely cannot. Luckily,
my endeavors.
Good to hear.
I've acquired a fine instrument that we might be able to put some good use to, trying to help our pockets, so to say.
Excellent. We might owe a little bit to Farengar First National. So that's going to come in handy. But first, I think we got to make sure the ship's all ship shape, as they say.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to.
Grell headed back that way.
Beam this thing aboard. So.
Did you want to call
perfect.
and ask for it to be beamed aboard?
Yeah, actually, that makes sense. Rather than taking the chance of it being discovered.
That's true. Let me.
So
yep.
I'll flip open the communicator. There we go.
Nobody's responding.
Kash?
Yes, sir.
There are people on board, right? No one's responding.
Oh well, we left Lyra on there. We left a handful of folks on there. Nobody's responded. Well, I did lock the bridge, so
you always.
We might as well double time it back there. I don't trust Grell as far as I can throw him, and that's not very far.
How many strips of latinum does it cost to enter the bridge once you unlock it? Like they have to pay to come to their job. It's like commuting. I like that it should be.
Yeah, the company store.
2 strips of latinum just to get to your duty station.
Well, yeah, for the convenience of being able to pass through the door, because otherwise you'd have to go through the wall, and that ain't gonna work.
So you guys start hot-footing it back to the company, back to the ship.
Right.
I hate to do this, but now I want to flip back all the way back around and grab. Let me see. Oh God, I forgot my my TV, my version of of Twitch plays ads because I'm too cheap to be a subscriber to our own channel. So that's a problem. So I'm hearing PlayStation commercials right now. It's just fun. But what I want to do is grab. Oh God. Oh,
Lou Ferrigno?
Is that who we wanted to be? Oh, that's you, Orion. Yeah. Well, you see, Knight, you weren't around when I did it. I forgot. If you need him. Oh no, I've got him up. I've got an icon for him, or at least a token for him. What we have is a blank screen right now, and I'm gonna
take it into the void.
This is where you meet Mr. You meet Brian's character just rocking back and forth, saying, "The dead stay dead. The dead stay dead." Okay, so this is where let me make sure I've got the person I need. Sorry about this. There's Artifacts guy, which we didn't give a. I believe he sounded like a pirate, Dave. And
yeah,
we
he's
were looking
sort
for
of
some ancient stuff, and I'm gonna go and grab.
Where
here's who I had for Noit currently.
That's pretty
He's
good.
pretty solid too, but we can flip him
Yeah.
around. We can recast. If someone's agent, somebody
Go
can't
back.
handle the makeup. They just go, oh, I'm sorry, or they had a contract dispute with the producers.
He's
Mr.
pretty
Goliath
good.
Man is
That one's
begging
fine.
you
I'm
to
fine
go
with
back
that
to the
one.
character
which one?
screen. The one with all of
Well,
us
that's
on
why I
it.
picked Dave's picture. Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
All
hey.
right. There you go, Mr. Goliath Man.
Yeah, there you go. We'll be working on better character screens a little bit, but right now I think we're doing okay with the seat of our pants.
I absolutely will not tolerate
Production
that.
values are a bit overrated, and until we actually have that 10,000 person audience that aren't all just Mr. Goliath Man, who does do a great job. Just saw a new DM Dave meme. Of course you did. Our job is to all be memed. We're all a little jealous that not all of us are getting memed by Mr. Goliath Man in the chat or in the Discord.
Gotta step it
gotta
up.
step it up, people. You got to be much more expressive. Speaking of which, just as a quick thing to remind you, here's our Discord. Go and check that out because that is where indeed Mr. Goliath Man does post his memes. And also you can keep up to date with all of our events and happenings because we'll have things change. Some people kind of discover a cool thing and share it with each other. And sometimes we'll just be talking, well, there's anything terrible. It's just more friends getting together, talking about whatever's on their mind. Anyway, Artifacts guy, you were bringing Noit, and there is an ancient something or other, which might be a Pokeball, or I would be willing to bet off transportation. Because so far, no one's earned weirdness yet, so there's a redeem hanging out there.
I got something or other quite valuable you might be looking after to try and find. You might be able to swap for a little bit of extra cash if you're willing to pay the platinum first to see him. Or
That's been going the whole time you've been walking.
Yes, I do have Latinum.
oh, platinum good, and is the platinum what you need to get in to see the thing, and then to pay the thing, and to buy the thing, and to bring it back to your ship and sell it.
All right. Well,
Oh God!
let's get cracking on this deal.
Oh, and we're cracking on the deal, cracking bargain, hey, tomorrow.
Where was this artifact acquired, if I may ask?
Oh, acquired on one of the worlds, one of the many worlds over in one of the many stars, something around the quadrant, one of the quadrants.
I see.
This is probably the character I should be playing.
Oh, it's been acquired while I'm wandering around the place, and I'm been down all around the galaxy.
Do you have a regular delivery man who brings you these things, or
Oh,
Do you just
sure,
collect
got
them?
delivery. And I collect them and delivery and all over the place. So I find good kind of guys, and they bring them to me, and I take them from them, and I sell them and take them and make the latinum.
all right?
Okay, Cameron, Super Cam, MSU Super, whatever the hell we're gonna call you today. A rather bug-eyed, hopped up on everything Klingon stomps through. Dave, how bad are we stretching your understanding of Star Trek right now?
Klingon, I'm
Klingon.
with.
Okay. He's bigger than you, so I gotta make him bigger.
I know Klingon.
He's Patron, and Cameron, you can decide if he is a dissatisfied customer or a finder of things, or possibly both.
Let's make him primarily a finder of things, but he's dissatisfied with the last payment he got from a certain object that he brought, that he found, quote unquote, found.
Okay.
Oh, green fella, here's one of the guys I get stuff from. He's Patron, he's a Klingon. He's coming down the way, and he's got his big eyes and his old mouth open, and this is the fella that brings me some of the stuff that I get.
He looks like he's
I
related
forgot.
to Gowron with those eyes.
You have now broken Dave's knowledge. Moving on.
takes
if he's
so
from
little.
the same house as Gowron, I don't know if I dare mess with him.
Well, you're a jacked Orion, so it would be kind of a fair fight.
This is true.
You look way prettier because all Orions have had work done.
True.
That is the thing of all Orions. They're all very comely, I believe was the phrase everyone used at one point. So Patron, if you want to speak in common, you could decide maybe you learned common from someone with an accent. Like an angry Scottish Klingon would be my favorite thing. I'm not saying...
Who's playing Patron?
You are.
Who's playing Patron?
Who's the only person not in the scene?
That would be me.
Oh, shit. Paul, I thought you were... Never mind. Paul, it's you. I apologize. For some reason, I was still locked into the last scene.
It would be difficult to do that if I had to do both.
I so apologize, guys. I am really sorry.
Stranger things have happened, but
Not in this broadcast.
Oh, hi, good Patron. What you got for me today? What you bringing me? Hi.
Okay, you can talk now, Paul, if you want.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, you're.
What did you say?
You fought
Hey,
so hard.
Patron.
Staying there.
It's so legible too. It's so easy to understand.
Yeah. So,
Hey, what you brought me today, Patron? What you got for me? Hi.
I have me bag here. Let's see if there's anything you might be interested in, and I open it up for him and let him peruse.
Okay, audience, what 3 things are in Patron's bag? I know there's at least 2 of you, and someone's already pulled out the D's nuts joke. We've decided that is an actual deadly insult in the Klingon language. Does anyone have any? Okay, there's a Pokeball. Let me see.
Back, what a little back.
Another little back. I don't know what. Huh? Okay, there is a Pokeball. We do not know what's in it. I'm going to declare that the slavers. Yes, that's exactly.
of course.
The
That's where all
Pokeballs come
these
from the
things
fucking
came.
slavers. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
That's some. I'm just gonna.
I figured that was a given.
All I'm gonna say is, Dave, that's lore that nobody should fucking know. It was literally in one episode of the animated series and ruined everything. So I don't know what front back is. Now, what is going on?
And it was the only appearance of the Larry Niven Kazinti too.
Until now, until the recent.
Oh,
Well, can't we just
Yeah.
say that we
I know Larry
3
Niven.
stasis balls?
You got 3 stasis balls?
3 stasis balls.
Yeah, but
Hey, what do you know what's in them? How do I tell? Do I look inside? Do I just open them right here? What do I do to make sure I know what's in them?
Literally,
Hi.
That's the catches in it.
Where did you acquire these balls?
I acquired them. We'll just leave it at that.
You don't ask where you acquire them. You don't ask how. You don't ask where. There's one of me thingy by the rules of the trade and the stuff like.
It must be the second to last place I had my last blood wine.
Oh, it sounds delicious.
But that'd be the problem here is that I actually don't know what's in them. You can see by the flashing lights that they are occupied. But,
Of course, they're occupied.
It's probably just an adventure waiting to happen.
Yes, I can sell these, but if we're not doing what they are, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of better job of selling them, and you're gonna have to offer me a discount off our normal price, so a couple of 15 latinum for the total of all of them, and you can buy.
I would pay you 15 latinum for one. Cut out the middleman, Goran.
Yeah. There we go.
Patron. Cut out the middleman.
Oh, he's a crafty one. The green one is he's a little crafty feller in a partridge and a pear tree. I can tell you.
I bet we can go
Asked and answered.
25 for 2.
Or are we doing a bet war now? Are we? We're okay. We need a buy in it. Luckily, my other job is an auctioneer.
Aren't you gonna? Do you want to bid on the balls?
Oh,
Or were you guys already bidding?
No, it opened with
I
15
opened
for
with
1.
15.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Okay.
he opened with
God damn it.
Or 15 for 1 because
and I'm offering 25 for 2. That'd be something you'd be interested in.
25 for 2. I could do 30 for 3 if the fellow's over here doing 15 for 1.
That's
Then we gotta
that's
run
not
one,
going to
so
quite work. We can go. We can go 30.
how many slips in a bar?
We can do. I'll do 35 for 3.
You can basically do it by
I'll never work
the
with
slips, bars, and strips. I'm not going to do anything correct, but let's pretend it's about. It's like the copper piece to electrum piece conversion. It's too tedious to worry
Okay.
about.
Right.
But it's basically go by base 1,000.
Okay. So it would be foolish to say a bar.
A
So.
bar is
Yeah.
well, a bar is a chunk of change, but keep in mind life savings is represented in like 50 bars for someone
Right.
who's struggling.
Yeah, and we're struggling mightily, so I don't think I'll offer a bar. I will offer you 32 for the 3 strips. Or slips. What were we dealing in there? Slips or strips?
Whatever is more appropriate.
Indeed. Well,
Well, I think slips are smaller.
if you
Right?
want
Yeah, slips are pennies, strips are dollars, bars are freaking, $100 bills.
Ben Franklin's. Yeah.
And
Benjamins,
and then there's
rolling in
and
the
then there's
Benjamins.
bricks, and that's the $1,000 thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not rolling in
Yeah.
the Benjamins, so I'm
All
gonna
right.
offer
I can
32
I
slips
can make
for
it happen
3.
for 33 and a half.
This is, I don't think
33
think
and a
they
half.
have halves.
Well, how many ever slips is equal to half of a strip?
Okay. Oh God.
I don't know how that works.
33 strips,
Yes, there
500
you go.
slips.
Yeah, someone's done math.
Yes, he divided 1,000 by
This is
2.
important. These are skills that you pick up in the real world. We are all academics.
There you go.
Um,
You drive a hard bargain, Patron, but you're one of my best finders and getters. And also, you drive a hard bargain, you little green fella, you big green fella. Big, thick, wide green fella. And I think either way, whether you get the things or not, you've earned entry into me inner sanctum to see the best of the best.
Excellent.
Garner.
so I was checked out for this entire exchange.
So
So
I think we both offered
we both offered a goodly amount, but
Patron what Patron asked for. I believe it's now up
Yeah,
to
it's Patron's
Patron.
problem. Again, thank you for doing my job, everyone.
so
What do you say?
do we have a deal then?
Save amount. Who are you gonna go? You got a deal with either one of us you want to make a deal with?
Well, on the table
You want
is 33 and a half. Who's
Yeah,
taking?
I'm taking. And so is he.
We'll split them.
you can't split 3. Do you have one in hiding?
We can split.
You
We can open one up and split that.
You got
Yeah, we'll have to open up the middle one and see what happens.
you got any more dim balls in that bag?
No, I don't. So, anybody willing to
All right,
go?
green fella. I'll take the 2 of them and give you a discount on me finest wares in the inner sanctum.
Fair enough. If you give me a good
Deal.
deal on the inner sanctum, I will pass on these balls.
And I'll also take the redemption.
All right, here's the 3 ball. Here's my 3 balls.
All right, I get 2 of them. Noit gets 1 of them.
I hope you're keeping track of this. You also, someone else has to pick what's in the ball when you open it, like a Kinder Egg, but you don't choke on it. Don't eat them. Okay? There may be candy inside. Don't get confused. We got enough problems as it is.
I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch him is my real test. To train him is because I'll travel across the land searching for my teach Pokemon to understand power. Since I gotta catch them all, it's you and me. I know it's my destiny. You're my best friend in the world we must defend. Your heart's so true.
So after Patron gets his money, he's gonna make a quick exit.
Okay.
As Artifacts guy mumbles to himself.
Hold up,
It's
Klingon.
confusing.
What?
I'm looking for new connections. I seem to have worn out my welcome with the Orion Syndicate. But I need someone who is a good acquirer of unusual antiquities.
Well,
Such as dem balls.
if anybody's an acquirer, 'twould be me. So what you be looking for when it comes to acquaintances?
The older, the better. The more mysterious, the better.
Well, I know of a
What I need right now is just a contact. If you could give me your transponder codes
Yeah.
or something so I can get in touch with you more easily than running into you at this fine gentleman's shop where
Well,
we get our ears talked off.
I'll slip in my
Come on.
transponder
Heart's so
code.
true. Yeah, the car should leave you.
Take this. Call me anytime. I'm always open for business.
Thank you. I will let you know. And if you come across anything, here's my top secret communication channel as well. How do you just find people in subspace? I've never thought of that. It's kind of
apparently, these are things you just don't want to think about too hard, to be honest.
I know, right? So, like, nobody's ever said, like, here's my business card and start.
Right.
You can reach me
Here's
through
my
the embassy.
business transponder.
Here's my
This is
email
my
address.
business transponder.
Yeah, and I also figured out that I wasn't getting all the pending redeems to work, so sorry about that, guys. We got a pile of them though. Yeah,
Nice.
one of the things in the ball will be so nobody's going in to see the secret Holy of Holies, right? You just left.
Yeah, I'll go in there. I just didn't want the Klingon to wander off before because that was my main.
They
mission.
just traded
That
deeds.
was my main mission,
Yeah.
was to reconnect some connections.
Okay, so definitely make a note that Tran is now a contact that you can call upon, and whether he's there, whether he's available or not, is going to tend to be a dice roll.
Right.
And then you can spend momentum to cinch it in. And Patren might even call on you for something at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Patren, are you gonna
To be expected.
Yeah, are you gonna go off into the background, or how you
Yeah.
gonna go in and? Okay, so now we gotta go and I gotta find a vault. This is gonna be a vault. It's good enough for me. It's in a void. You have a themed vault, and it's very Klingon-y themed. We're just gonna go with that.
Most of you fellas are Klingon
That's
fellas.
true. And you have one ball with you, Noit? Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought one.
No, green fella, just to be sure, you're one of the fellas who just came off the ship, who just came into the port today, and you're just looking for things to flip, are you?
Yes, that is what I'm doing here.
I hear my granddaughter.
Yeah. And obviously, as you go in, things happen. Let me see if I can find my guards that I'm supposed to have all ready to go. I'm assuming this is a curse me by sudden inevitable betrayal, or do you want to not betray him since he's got money? Here's the thing. I'm going to do this. There's going to be 3 Romulans in this room, and you decide if you want to keep them or broom them. So Romulans are spicy Vulcans, which you don't know. Just think dark elves. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, fellas, hey, how are you doing? I think you're gonna, we don't have any business to conduct today, fellas. You fellas over there with the pointy ears, and we're gonna we'll come back another day, or I've got other business to be going about too, I'm sending him off.
Okay. Let me see. I really want to do some dice. We haven't rolled any freaking dice at all, and I'm doing NPC versus NPC, which is stupid. The first Romulan is...
It's delightful.
Well, okay, if you insist. So, is this your customer?
I do insist. He's a customer. He's one of my best customers. He's one of the first time I've dealt with him, but he's going to be one of my best customers of all time.
Well, we too are seeking customers. You never know when business is going to be taking a turn for... You need every customer you can. Perhaps he could come with us. He would be a great
perhaps he could. I think he'd be a good, better customer for me. I think I've got more of what he's looking for, and I think you fellas better not be customers today or whatever you're here for.
We need to speak in metaphor because it's just too stupid not to do it.
It's one of the things we do.
Every spy seems to be very prissy about this. Okay, so why am I having an NPC roll dice? Let me see. Is there a pending redeem that's going to get me out of this? No, not yet. I almost vote that either... Actually, Artifacts guy, you get a pair of skates. You get the self-driving roller skates with balance. It says the most eccentric PC, but I'd like to give that. I'm going to give that to you for the moment. Yeah, I know. There's another meme. So I'm going to award the skates to you. Players, is that consent? Is there consent on that?
That works.
I really don't want to mess with roller skates on a starship.
Well, Artifacts guy is going to sit down on the plinth below the statue here and start strapping him on while he keeps up a constant line of bullshit.
Yes.
Wow, did you get
with the three
did you
Romulans?
get those out of that one of those balls that Patron just sold you?
Oh, yes, I opened one of them up and the left one was in there, and I opened the right one up and the other one was in there. And it's quite lucky I got the two of them that had one of each skate in them, and we're going to try and see what they are, and I'm going to put them on, and I'm going to strap them up here, and I'm going to... you fellas still here with the pointy ears. All right, well, it's time to... I'm going to start activate these rocket skates and try to...
was it Star Trek? Slaver weapon.
Oh, God. Yeah. You have to know the right button sequence or it can do naughty things.
Like, skate. I think it was called a skate, right? Yeah. I'm going to go with Star Trek, the Slaver weapon. And they show me shooting Uhura. Yeah, it was this goofy... Yeah, that's what happens is the Kzinti... Yep, there it is. It's the rocket skate. All right, copy image, and I'm gonna post that up. You put this on your, you put both of these on your feet, because believe it or not, the deep lore of Star Trek says this is absolutely proper. The people who have the slaver devices, I'm just gonna cover them up. You put the skates on your feet. You figure out these weird buttons to press, and you can go just...
I go red, and I go green and blue, and then yellow, and then there's the thing, and away we go.
You do have rocket propelled skates. I am feeling good that we have now made GM in the Great Barrier a very happy man. If he's even still there, I don't know if he still cares. I think he might be done with us. But so yeah, he's excited. I don't know if you bought anything else now. So while he's skating around enjoying his new prize, there's something in here that there's a bunch of artifacts. Do you have anything in particular you might be interested in looking at, like ancient dark foreboding? Is that what we're after?
Yes.
Okay.
Something that looks ancient, dark, and foreboding, or some kind of headgear, like something you could put on your head.
Okay, let me just find a foreboding helmet.
A dark helmet.
Oh, that one looks... Okay, that looks vaguely fetishy. We're going to do a vaguely fetishy helmet.
It could even be one of those cool Cardassian helms.
Oh, I like that. I'm gonna go with this one only.
Only in jet black with little red letters on it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do this. Copy this, paste. I'm gonna get rid of the rocket skates and the Romulans, who somehow surprisingly left easily.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be back.
Yeah, so there's a foreboding helmet that looks really. Let's go with. It looks really foreboding. And I think no, you guys don't have legends of weapons haunted by their owners. That's Izinti. But you could probably have ghost artifacts and various other things in your culture, since hey, we're not gonna, are Orion's superstitious people? Because it sounds like you're kind of looking for something with a mythology attached to it.
Yeah, I'm looking for evidence of pre-slaver evil civilizations.
What an incredibly specific thing. Oh God. Let me see. Yeah, Mr. Goliath Man, why are you doing this? We don't mix genres here at Architects of Fate, and least of all inside of a game I'm running. Just to let you know.
No, never.
Never do that.
Never do we ever mix anything from other genres.
No. Wait, what? Yes, no, we don't.
Excuse me, proprietor.
Yeah, you see this helmet, and it's over there, and let me see. Yep.
I seem to be a little light on slips since I paid for one of these balls, but I would gladly trade you this ball today for that helmet. Who knows? You could get a matching rocket-powered glove to go with those skates for punching.
I think that sounds like a great idea.
He is super eager to get rid of this thing.
Okay.
As he goes zipping by.
So I will...
Yeah, I'll take that ball for the helmet. That's perfect.
All right, I will agree to this deal. So I'll give him the unopened Pokeball, and I will take the helmet. And I will not put it on, but I'll examine it.
Can you give me a roll on insight and security together, please? And I alone know how many successes you truly need.
Oh, definitely don't put it on until you're out of the store.
Insight and security.
This was supposed to be a serious game.
Insight is 8, security is...
Well, you invited me.
I invited you all. And I do not regret it any more than any other decision I made in my life. All right. What have you got?
Well, insight is 8, security is 4, and I rolled a 15 and a 13.
Okay, so that was one success, right? I can't do math this late in the night. 13, right?
Yep.
I think that's 9.
That's no successes, because I needed a 12, an 8
okay.
and a 4 makes 12. I should have added them together for you.
Yeah, please do. It's late. I was the one that couldn't even keep track of when you guys were bargaining. Okay, this is not a good thing for me.
No, that was nothing.
What I'm going to do is say that helmet. You really like this helmet, and you're not so sure that you want to get. You kind of like it. It speaks to something.
This helmet seems precious to me.
Yeah, a little precious, a little bit precious. There's probably some, and if you want to do a backstory on some Orion Legends. Don't forget, like everyone else who has done Star Trek, it is made up to serve the story as it exists. So if you want to start tossing things in, not tossing things in, and you're going to kind of start leaving the store. And I'm assuming, Noit, can you figure out how to turn off the jet boots? Or are you still just going to be sounding like Popeye?
Me, no.
No? Okay. And what I want to do is cut briefly back to the ship before we cut off so that I can claim everybody got all their characters on screen. Dvorak and Lyra, I forget where you were. You guys were just about... I mean, Lyra had not exposed herself. Had she taken a shot at somebody?
Yeah, she fired... Didn't she fire a...
Yeah, she took a guy down, or she shot him.
She took a guy down with a phaser blast, and then
Lyra took down 9 and is hiding behind him?
Yep, there you go. And basically, you guys are about to spring into action, and then there's this little tiny... it is not Moopsy. It would be funnier if it were. All you hear is... So there's an incoming comms. Presumably maybe from the landing party, who knows? And what I'm going to do is I'd like to end it there.
Okay.
Does that work out for you guys? Okay. Players, thank you so much. I mean, honestly, I just had a great time. If all of our faces hurt, it counts as a good day.
There you go.
I don't have a raid lined up because I'm just solo on this. Someday I'll teach somebody how to do it. But please, what I want to do is tell everyone to please, follow, subscribe. If you could post links to the Architects of Fate channel and your social media, that would really help. It can't all just be us and our ungrateful children who are not watching. But really, literally we have something for everyone here at Architects of Fate. Despite me giving Mr. Goliath Man kind of a little gas for suggesting the C word was a possibility in this campaign. He might, his noodly appendage. No. There is something for everybody. And if you have an interest in Eldritch stuff, Tuesday, we have Conan Season 3, Episode 20, Deeper and Snakier. And I actually, believe it or not, have this thing written up on there. Deeper and Snakier. Yeah, look at that. This is what being prepared with slides is like. The party delves deeper into the cursed cave. So far, they have found dead Atlanteans, an Achernornian legend, and snakes. But what else is down there? Find out on Tuesday. Wednesday at 8 p.m., Call of the Netherdeep, Episode 9. Nice seeing you here. After a violent introduction to Bazoxan, that was kind of a mess, Balthur's Banditos head into the city proper and are going to get some questions answered. I really don't think so, personally. Thursday at 8:30, we have Rifts, and they did not include a name. So an episode name. Squad 51 faces off against other supernatural horrors spawned from the rift that are terrorizing Trionia. Wow, we seem to be going full on Cthulhu either. Oh, that's Rifts. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Good Devil. I didn't realize you were in the Rifts game. Sorry. And then Friday at 8 p.m., join Simon the Cat and Rufus the Robot to create a new Star Trek story, Quasar Jobbing, on Cookie Trek this Friday. The tale from the future about a spatial anomaly, alien stereotypes, and a clobbered crew member that you are going to help write. So show up for that if you can. Sunday at 9 p.m., I believe that's to be announced because we don't have a D&D game, but we will have something.
It's the DM's fault.
No, it's everybody's. It's life's fault. So we're going to blame reality on that, and I've included a link to Discord, so go check out Discord, look at the announcements. We'll keep you posted. It could just be Not Too Shabby scanning every single planet in whatever that space game is. He has threatened that